Hi guys, what's going on? And welcome back to an episode of Conqueror's Blade. So today I kind of wanted to revisit the Longsword a little bit, and more specifically in a kind of a deathmatch setting. I think it's one of those classes that it gets hyped a lot. A lot of people think the Longsword's very good, which I think it is in most situations, but I think it really excels specifically well in the deathmatch setting, in this sort of hero PvP moments, for a few reasons really. First and foremost, obviously, that self-heal. It's a really, really nice ability, and when you activate it, not only does it give yourself the heal, which is great, but it's the fact it gives the allied AoE heal as well that makes it really exceptional, because you're not only healing yourself, but you're healing your team. And this is less important really in a siege setting, as it is in deathmatch when it's just about the hero kills. It makes the Longsword a really pretty exceptional unit to use. Also, then after once you take the self-heal, the Mercy of Heaven out of it, you then go on to its ultimate ability, this charging ability that it has. And it's just great. I absolutely love it. Not only does it do a pretty decent amount of damage for an ultimate, but it causes a massive knockdown, and it is basically unstoppable. You can see it there, just flattens the enemy. Ironically, we actually got the assist in that situation, but you saw we effectively secured the kill, because the knockdown, it's not just a stun, it's not a stagger, it's an actual knockdown, and it makes it just really, really super effective as an ability. And so that's kind of why it's one of my favourites for me. So we're just going to be hopping into this replay now of a bit more full deathmatch, where we're going to hopefully get into a bit of action. I was initially starting to move down to the right, then I noticed that most of the enemies were pushing around to the left. So I thought, oh, let's push back over here. And it seems most of the team seem to realise as well. I was then a bit conscious of getting hit by that ballista on the enemy side of the map, so I was trying to avoid that. But yeah, while we're waiting for this, I think I'm going to hopefully have a charge down this ramp, maybe. There we go. Bit of knockdown as we go down the ramp, pushes everyone back down, and then be able to push in as the team. So the ultimate is a really great ability because of the massive amount of CC that it causes. And that kind of leads on to some of the other Longsword abilities, which are pretty good. You know, it has kind of this, its primary attack, this sword swirl, is quite CC because it has a kick at the end. And that also causes knockdown, so again, that's quite effective. And then some of its other abilities, most of them have some degree of stun or stagger attributed to them. So it makes it quite effective. I just got taken out by that ballista I was worried about early on in the game. It got me. No. So it seems to have a really effective range of abilities that really work towards sort of a fairly controlling, because it can issue quite a lot of staggers, knockdowns and knockbacks, which makes it really effective as a controlling class. And then that's all sort of encapsulated in this self-heal, which just really sort of makes it a pretty exceptional thing. This is a really terrible moment. I really wasted my ultimate ability there trying to get that archer. But thankfully I managed to catch up with him, started to get a little bit of damage in, and then I sort of started laying into these guys. And because we're getting on the back, we're getting the bonus damage. And yeah, we really did quite well here. To get annoyingly, so the enemy Longsword player used his shield charge on me, caused quite a bit of damage, got me that knockdown. But we got him back, and we kind of really cleared out a good chunk of the enemy team there. Got ourselves a good number of kills, and really bumped our score well in our favour by that point. Hey, hat-trick. So, things are looking pretty good in this game so far. We're certainly significantly in the lead. Getting a little bit dangerously close to the enemy's spawn here, I find. I sometimes still find that something that goes a bit wrong is that you tend to get a bit too aggressive, particularly when things are going well. You push and push and push the enemy until you're right above the base. And of course they can spawn in. Not only can they spawn with archers like that guy still on the top there, where you can't reach them and they can shoot down on you. But obviously also their respawn rate is a lot faster, so when you die, you've got no one to respawn, come and support you very quickly, whereas they kind of have. I guess you've also got to remember, the Longsword's also got the shield, which is pretty nice. Oh, I got really caught out here. Got ambushed behind by an assassin class. I managed to quickly pop my ultimate at the very last second. You saw I still managed to knock like 3 of them down. It's a really powerful ultimate. It's really, really one of the best in these sort of situations. So, I was stuck on a bit of a respawn. Looks like our team is continuing to do pretty well though. Up to 3 kills so far. Still could do with a little bit of work to win this, but it looks like it's certainly going in our favour. Here we go. Always do that. It looks like a shortcut, that bit, and it really is. Yet they've put it just that, like, slightly a bit too high, so when you jump off that box, you always take a slight amount of falling damage and get the stun. It's really quite annoying. This is very logical. So it looks like we're back kind of pushing the enemy base again. I was a little bit sure, you can see my hesitation here, where I was like, I don't really want to be pushing into the enemy base, But since the team's kind of committed, there's no point leaving them. It'd be worse to do that. And we'll get going to town, use my ultimate, cause a number of knockdowns, and then just try and lay about me with my sword, getting as much damage as we can. The two kind of got a little bit split up, so I thought, oh, this is funny. Like, stun, and stun, and stun, and stun, and stun. and then friendly support turns up and finishes her off. That felt mean. I felt really guilty doing that. But at the same time, I was quite pleased because it helped secure the kill. So that's kind of one of the benefits. That little jumping ability really works really nicely when you can get someone pinned into a corner. Of course, you do run out of stamina eventually, but it was enough for pin her down while our allies came up, because the rest of my skills were on cooldown. So I come up behind this guy here. I saw them again trying to get behind was my plan. A little bit of hesitation, but then I thought, oh, I might be able to lay about these guys. You can see really good amounts of damage when you start to get, particularly when you start to get hits from behind. You can really do quite well. And then hopefully I was just trying to avoid a bit of damage. The team continuing to get some good amounts of damage in as we charge around. Go a bit crazy with some of our ultimates there. Try and get this Lady Glaive, who's up there, despite her blocking. Wasn't going to work. Tried to go for the kill steal, but didn't quite get it. And then with only 2 points left to go, I thought it was just a case of finishing off and doing what we can. I tried to go for the archer. Don't quite get the kill. But again, another assist. And we just needed the one more point. I got a little bit cocky here. Thought, 1 point, charge, sod it, I can do it. Got a little bit, but then quite a few of them, again, this is the risk of going near their base, quite a few of them came over, thought, oh no, crap, and I got killed. But it secured, team secured the victory, and it was a nice little victory at that. Although, unfortunately, no skill page. And that's pretty much all I've got for you today. I have noticed that the skill page rates seem to be dropping out a little bit more recently, so not really very good, a little bit disappointing. I don't know if that's been nerfed. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for lots more Conqueror's Blade content, and I shall see you guys all on the next video.